Hi there. I am so happy to be back, and today I have something really exciting to do on my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you are here with me. I am Kalonda Casey, and this is Casey's Beautiful Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me today, and this is such a fun video to make for me. I really get to use my creativity and my artistic skills to apply a nighttime makeup look. I haven't done that in a very, very long time. Haven't been anywhere special in such a long time, and so I wanted to share with you. I'm just going to give you a little sneak preview. This is the color I will be wearing for the event. Isn't that beautiful? So I want to make my eye makeup look just stunning. I'm not going to wear glasses that night. I just really want to look pretty. I'm going to show you what I do for full coverage makeup. And so let's push in. Today I am using the VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer. It goes on like silk. Prime my face, let that sit in for a little bit before we move on to the eyes. Okay, next thing is, you all know, if you are a fan of this, you know that I absolutely cannot live without my eyelid primer. I love this stuff so much. And I don't know if you noticed what I was doing, but I take my finger and I twirl the bottle, and then that softens up the primer and it goes on so beautifully. I have dry eyelids, so that's how it helps me. Sometimes I'll add just a little bit of moisturizer on my eyelids. I'm talking like a pin drop at night before I go to bed. And I feel like that really helps a lot. As we get older, we have to learn to apply our makeup just a little bit different than we did when we were in our 30s, 40s, and even 50s. Yes, 61 here, so I understand. Believe me, I understand. I'm gonna tuck my hair behind my ears because I am going to be doing quite a bit of makeup, and I don't really want it to get into my hairline. Everything is set and I'm ready to go with the eyes. However, because I'm going for a nighttime look, I am using several different palettes. So just stay with me, because you all know on those special occasions, if you've ever had your makeup done, the makeup artist just doesn't use like one little palette. She pulls out everything. She wants you to look pretty for that special event. Today I am definitely using the Vivid palette by FARMASi. This is a very bright palette, but I am so drawn to these greens. I love these. And the Iconic palette, and I am so drawn to this green. And of course, I'm going to put some black on. I have to go in with this color Creamer, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid, just more as almost a translucent powder. I want everything to glide on beautifully. And I just put a tiny bit on this brush by Morphe. It's an M330. I do not know if that's still available, but there's so many like this. I want to use a neutral color for that crease because I'm going to put the green over it. So first things first, I'm going to use this beautiful Dusty Rose. And remember my tip and trick about going sideways and not rounding down, because you can clean up this outer edge. And I love using a soft brush for this area because it goes on so nicely. And this is just a good color. is a makeup brush cleaner that is dry. It just takes all the powder off that was left on there. So I can use this again because this is a brush I'm gonna pull back a couple of times to these colors right here. Let's just do it. I'm gonna be really light-handed with these two colors because I would rather build than to have to go back in and take everything off. So I'm using a flat brush for this. We're gonna try this. And first things first, I wanna show you how pigmented. This is Chic Moss. That's a very bright color. And I'm cleaning off my brush, and then I'm going into Palm Springs right next to it. And that is a much deeper color. But don't you think these would be beautiful if we mixed them together? I do. I think it would actually be really beautiful. So I'm going to tap in just a little bit. And I'm going to get my mirror. And what I want to do is I'm not going all the way to the outside edge because I have plans for that. And do you see how I'm taking that color and going straight down? I don't know if you can see. That's really pretty. And because I have such tiny eyes, I have to just be a little careful with this application. I like doing this stripe down the side. I need a little bit more of this darker green. I'm going to take my blending brush and I am just lightly pulling it. Okay, I like it. Ladies, always keep makeup wipes beside you when you're putting your makeup on because you never know what will happen. Believe me, I've had so many mistakes over the years. So, okay. That's a really pretty green. And remember, I go back and forth between my eyes and my face because I like to see how it's all coming together, if that makes sense. I'm going to go into the Glamour palette and I'm gonna pull some black. It's called Noir and it's a really pretty color. Make sure I'm cleaning off this brush because I do not want any residual powder. It's linked in my bio. It's something that I talk about quite often on TikTok and here. So now I'm taking the black on this outside edge. I'm gonna do it over here. And what I'm doing is I'm going over the outside of this green line with the black. And did you see how light-handed I was with this? Like, I am really just trying hard to tap it and gently pull it down. This is quite the elaborate eye makeup. And now I go in. This is a Sigma tapered blending brush. It's an E40. I'm gonna try and link these brushes. Really pretty. Okay, remember when you're blending, if you go into this part, you are going to muddle the colors together. So the further out you go on the brush, actually the more control you have. No, that sounds kind of weird, but that really does work. You have more control on the outside of your brush. Okay, so now we are ready for this color. And I'm super excited about it. And because I have a small movable eyelid, I am going to be using a FARMASi makeup brush. I wet my brush with my setting spray, Time Locker. Oh, so good. And then I dip this into the color Emerald. And now let's see. Let's see. And I am really taking my time going into that crease amount. All right, we're on our way. Here we go. Very bold for me, very, very bold. Let me get my blending brush. We're gonna soften those edges. And then I'm gonna come back in and work on the upper crease. Blend it more over. But you can still see the black, you can see that darker green, and you can see this beautiful emerald. And that is the look that I am going for. All right, I'm going back in with this tiny brush. These brushes are amazing. These little pencil brushes is what I call them. They're a tapered brush, but I want to just put a little bit of that noir on. And not finished. I am taking our liquid eyeshadow, which I really like, and I am putting it on my finger just like so. I'm going to take it down. And just put it on that movable eyelid. It's so pretty. We'll be back to my eyes. Like I said, don't judge me yet. Okay, see, this is why you keep makeup wipes. Remember when I started this channel, I was always color correcting like my dark spots with the orange concealer. I don't have to do that anymore because my foundation is covering those, and I know that it's due to the retinol serum that I'm using, the vitamin C, and I am using the red light therapy. I'm so sold on those things. And okay, so I am doing something today that I hardly ever do, and people ask me all the time, can they do this? I'm going for a full coverage makeup. So I am using my CC cream first in the color medium. And I have a wet beauty blender here. These are back ordered until the end of the month, I believe. But ladies, when they come available, get on there and snag 3 or 4. They make such great stocking stuffers, and it really is my favorite beauty blender that I have ever used, and I've used a couple. Okay, so that almost covers the hyperpigmentation there, but I really want to go for a flawless finish. And I'm going to do my forehead now. Okay. I should have pulled my hair back, but I didn't. Pull it down on the neck, on your ears if you are wearing a short hairstyle. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm using the VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation. This is such good coverage on its own, but I want more of a full coverage. So I'm going all out here. You all are seeing me in makeup that you normally don't see. So I just put some in my hand, and I'm going to put a drop of this calendula oil. You put it in your hand, then you just mix it together. And I'm wearing 08 right now because the seasons have changed and I am not as dark. Not that I go out and try and sunbathe, I just don't. But my skin grabs color. Okay, now you may think that this is gonna feel heavy, but it doesn't. Especially when you are using a beauty blender to apply it. It will not feel heavy at all. And it will have such beautiful coverage. Down on my neck. Pull it down. I don't, on my neck, I don't stipple, I just pull down. Okay, now let's contour. And I've shown you all before how I do this. So, right here at my ear. Right along my nose. Tip of my nose, my jaw, jawline, and then hair. This is going to slim the face and give definition. Taking my Real Techniques brush, which you all know I can't live without, and I am now just stippling. And all stippling is bouncing. So look what I'm doing. That's all it is. Okay. Okay. I'm just rubbing this. I don't ever do this side of my face because I don't have to, because my bang covers it, and that's just silly. And I don't pull my hair. If I were pulling my hair back, I would definitely do it. This brush. And you all know I have a little pug nose. And so I do not do up here into my bridge because I think that that wouldn't look very attractive, because this part of my nose is very thin. And okay, I need to look in the mirror. Okay, we're going back to the eyes. So I have just so much here, and then it looks kind of white and it stands out, that upper eyelid. So I want to fix that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and find a neutral color eyeshadow that will allow me to make that not quite as bold. I'm actually gonna go back in with this original color, Dusty Rose, on a fluffy brush that I'm cleaning off. And I'm just softening those edges just a little bit. Just so it's not as harsh as it is over here. It's a super easy trick, and I'm going to show you something else as well. I think I'm in pretty good shape as far as fallout goes on these eyes, but I'm still gonna go up just at the slightest angle. There's really no fallout. That's why I love the FARMASi eyeshadow palettes. Oh my gosh, they're just so good. Okay, I know I've shown you this before. This is a really good tip and trick. You take a lip conditioner, which I use ours because I love it. It has so many vitamins in it. I apply it under my eyes, and then I take my finger and slightly rub it in before I put my concealer on. Okay, I'm going to be using 03 today. Okay, I put my concealer on a little bit lower than I normally do, but I want to highlight my face as well. And actually I'm gonna put a little bit of 04, like right here. You all know I can't just stop with one. I have to do it all. And I'm taking a flat foundation brush, and I am just really kind of stippling that in right there along the edges. And then I'm going to go up. I'll come back to that in just a minute. I love this new concealer. It does an amazing job. And it is also camera ready. So great if you're having pictures taken. I'm taking the point of the Beauty Blender and I am going over those edges and softening it. Then I'm going back with the big part, and that just blends where the concealer meets the foundation. It is such an easy thing to do to make yourself look put together. As I have told you all many, many times, I go back and I give myself an instant eye lift. That is such a good thing to do for us mature gals. It really does give us an instant eye lift. Okay, so I am over here looking in my mirror, and I can tell you that I need to fix some things. Taking my foundation brush, and it has a little bit of foundation on it, and you go back and forth, 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 back and forth. And it helps to soften things up. I'm taking my blending brush and blending that top. It's really pretty. It's dramatic, but it's pretty. But I'm going for a dramatic look. Okay, since this is a dramatic eye makeup look, I am using the waterproof black for my tight lining because I don't want to make my eyes appear smaller by putting it on the bottom. And so what I'm going to do on the bottom under my lashes is I am using this Express eye pencil. It is not waterproof, but it has a really pretty green color to it. do is just kind of smudge out that outer edge. It gives just a little appearance of a wing. Right now I am priming my eyelashes with a mascara. I know it's called Zen Mascara. It's $8.90 and it has this wonderful brush. And I use it as a primer and I also use it as a lash separator. That brush is just magical. I just love it. So now I'm going to use the Double Lash Extend Mascara. It has 2 wands. I'm putting on the volumizing first. And it helps if you look down into a mirror to keep from getting mascara on your eyelid. And I find working with one eye at a time really helps. And now I'm using the lengthening one. And I mean, to me, it just look great without having to wear false eyelashes. Okay, everybody who follows me probably knows that I'm a stickler on this next thing. And it is, if you wear warm blush, I feel like you should wear warm lipstick. If you wear a cool blush, a cool lipstick, or a neutral. Because my eyes are so dramatic, I'm probably going to wear more of a neutral lipstick. And because I really like that look, I don't like the competing, but I'm definitely, my favorite face palette right here. This is the Peach Bite palette, and I'm going to wear a peach blush. And remember, always up. Now for the fun part. I am going to use the highlighter in here. I'm just putting a little bitty, tiny amount, and I'm going down the bridge of my nose. And look how pretty that is. Remember, this is a nighttime look. Very pretty. Okay, let's move on to lipstick. I am going to line my lips in brown. I love this color for fall. And like I said, I'm going to do a neutral look. Okay, the first lip liner was 227. And then I went back in with 223. That's a really good, kind of a neutral lip liner that I just put a little color in my lips. My lips are a little lighter, but I am going to use Money Maker, which VFX Camera Ready line. Yes, it is very nude, but I'm going to put a gloss over it. If you do not eat or drink for about 10 minutes after you apply this lipstick, it will stay on all day long. But I want to brighten it up with a little bit of a lip gloss. Really pretty on its own. It is called Money Maker, and I love it. Such a beautiful nude lipstick. I do not want to change the color of it. I am applying just this hint of sparkle gloss. And it just gives it some sparkle. And you know, for a nighttime event, I am back. I put time locker on my face. I didn't really have to touch anything up. I know it's a bolder look than you're used to seeing me wear, but you know what? It's time to get back into the party scene and really put on our party clothes and enjoy the holidays this year, because it's just been such a hard couple of years, and I just am so happy to be going somewhere. So let's talk about a couple of fun things. I am going to be doing Vlogmas. I have 2 Advent calendars that I will share below. One is a wine and one is a chocolate. You all might want to participate along with me during Vlogmas and open up those little treats every day during the holiday season. And remember, my Vlogmas is a mini Vlogmas. I'm gonna try and fit 10 to 12 videos in during that time. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And with that being said, I'm to sign off on this the way I always do, saying stay well and be blessed, and I will see you the next time. Bye.